happening, Zanzi movie lovers? Welcome to yet another exciting episode of SA Box Office. My name is Kefilwe. I'm your host for the show. It's officially the 7th episode of SA Box Office. Yes, and this is the last episode for May, but trust, we still have more for June and months to go. But enough about that. It's tradition, it's culture, art, sake, production. Let's cut to the chase yet. Roll up the bumper. I would like to officially welcome our new friends and family to the show, and of course our regular viewers. We truly enjoy your engagement. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. So this is SA Box Office. For people that don't know, we give you guys an update of the most watched movies in and around South African cinema houses. We also give you guys a DVD recommendation, which is a local film that's being produced in South Africa, and we suggest you need to go out and purchase. Keep you guys entertained and informed with the latest in our film news. Not forgetting, we allow you guys to engage with us on Let's Talk SA. Last week's topic was on internationals taking on South African roles, and this week's topic, we're talking about regulation in the art industry. But before all that, you know what we need to do is top 10 still now. Roll up the papa. Well, this week we're doing things slightly more different. We're giving you guys more information on top 10. Speaking of top 10, this week's top 10 is Going in Style. It's been in South Africa for 4 weeks. It's been screened in 22 theatre houses, and it's made 250,000 Rand just this week. And if you didn't know, it's been rated 46% on Rotten Tomato, and it had like a budget of $25 million US, but it made $75 million US globally. Woo! And in South Africa, overall, it made 3.9 million Rand. If you guys didn't know this guy that directed the film, he's known as Zach Braff. Well, he had like a Kickstart project where he was trying to raise $2 million US and got $3 million US. Ooh. The name of his Kickstart project was I Wish I Was Here. And, well, he did well. I mean, that's why he's directing Going in Style. And if you guys didn't know who he is, he's also famously known as the actor on Scrubs, JD. Eagle! And on number 9, it's Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's only been in South Africa for 1 week. It's been screened in 33 theatre houses, but it's only made 319,000 Rand. We all know that this was first a novel, then it was turned into a movie in 2010 by Jeff Kinney. Then it now is rated 17% on Rotten Tomato, and it had a budget of $22 million US, but it only made 7.5 million worldwide. Really? This is another franchise that's just a flop. Talk about Diary of a shouldn't be in top 10. And on number 8, we have a more successful film that's been adapted from a novel. It's called The Shack. It's been in South Africa for 4 weeks. It's been screened in 32 theatre houses, and it's made 410,000 Rand just this week. If you didn't know, it was rated 21% on Rotten Tomato, but it was given a budget of $20 million US, and it has made $80 million US globally. Now that's what I'm talking about. And if you guys want to go watch it, y'all should go, because it's a Christian film, and I'm thinking a whole lot of internationals are going to start investing in these Christian films. They're making a lot of guap. And still keeping it real, on our number 7 is Boss Baby. It's been in South Africa for 7 weeks, and it's been screened in 59 theatre houses, and it's made 470,000 Rand just this week. It was rated 57% from Rotten Tomato. However, it had a budget of 125 million Rand. No, $125 million. And it made $476 million. Trust. It was an all-star cast, guys. It had Alec Baldwin, that lady from Friends.
Steve
and what's his name again?
Steve Buscemi.
Yes, y'all. So, what did you guys expect?
Rolled eyes.
Yeah, it was directed by Tom, and we all know he's been doing animation films, and they've been doing well. And yeah, it was announced that there's going to be a sequel in 2021, and this is the 6th biggest movie worldwide.
Success.
That's a success.
Success.
And it's on number 7. Success for 7. And on our number 6 is a new movie for our top 10 this week. It's called Ozzy. It's been in South Africa for only 1 week. It's been screened in 59 theatre houses, and it's made 450,000 Rand just this week. It's a movie about a lovable dog that's relying on his friends to get him out of K9 prison. It was rated 43% on Rotten Tomatoes. Tomato, and it had like a budget of 10 million US dollars. We still don't know how much money it made yet, but we'll let you guys know next week, and this is on our number 6. And finally, declining from our countdown is our number 5, Beauty and the Beast. It's been in South Africa for 6 weeks. It's been screened in 76 theatre houses, and it's made 790,000 rand just this week. It was rated 71% on Rotten Tomato, and it had like a budget of 160 million US dollars, but it made 1.2 billion. Yeah.
With a B.
US dollars, and it's the highest grossing film for 2017. It's just 100,000 shy from Fast and the Furious, but it's on number 5 and it's doing great. And on number 4 is a new movie for our countdown. It's called Alien Convent. It's only been in South Africa for 1 week. It's been screened in 82 theatre houses, but it's made 1.3 million rand in South Africa just this week. It was rated 71%. Wow, by Rotten Tomato. That's very good. And it had a budget of like 97 million US dollars, but it's grossed 117 million US dollars.
First week.
Yeah, the first week. Just imagine, y'all. So we all know that this is a sequel to Prometheus and a prequel to Alien. And he had like his last directing gig. Was it The Martians, right?
Martians,
yeah, and he's just doing well on number 4, y'all. And on number 3 is Guy Ritchie's movie, King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. It's been in South Africa for 2 weeks. It's been screened in 104 theatre houses, and it's made 1.3 million rand in South Africa just this week. However, it was rated 28% on Rotten Tomato. That's bad. It had a budget of 175 million US dollars, but it's only made 93 million US dollars, so that's not so good. And it's on number 3. And on our number 2 is Fast and the Furious 8. It's been in South Africa for 6 weeks. It's been screened in 93 theatre houses, and it's made 1.4 million rand just this week. It's been rated 66% on Rotten Tomato, and it had a budget of 250 million US dollars, but it made 1.1 billion US dollars, y'all. Yeah, and it is the second grossing film of 2017. It was directed by, what's his name again, y'all?
Gary Gray.
Yeah, and he directed Straight Outta Compton and Friends.
Friday,
and yeah, sorry, y'all. He directed Friday. He's on number 2. Well done, y'all. And on number 1 is Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's only been in South Africa for 3 weeks. It's been screened in 98 theatre houses, and it's made 2.3 million rand just this week. It's the highest rating on Rotten Tomato. It is rated 81%, y'all. It had a budget of 200 million US dollars, but it's made 732. Yeah, 732 million US dollars. Now that's great. The critics like it. It's on a number 1 this week. I'm guessing everybody loves the movie, and that wraps up our top 10. And in our film news today, the producer of the suspense thriller, The Serpent, announced that the movie will be screening at the Cannes Film Festival. Not only that, he also mentioned and announced that the film will premiere in the Nightfall section of the Los Angeles Film Festival on Saturday the 17th June, with debut director Amanda Evans in attendance. We celebrate you guys in SA Box Office. Well done, y'all! And in this week's Let's Talk SA, we're answering last week's question. We asked you guys, what's your take on international artists taking on our very prominent roles in South African, and I'm talking about South African prominent people. What's your take on that? And we have our first comment. First comment comes from Tuputlela Wallace. I hope I said that correctly. He says, art is art. It doesn't matter who portrays it. I personally don't have a problem with it. And in this week's topic, we're asking you, are South African artists protected? So last week, one of our executive producers went to an audition, and she was asked to pay money just to get the card number before she auditions, from 150 to 200 rand. So I want to know, what's your take on that? Is it ethical? Are we as artists protected in South Africa? And do we even know where this money is going to go? Is the movie even going to be made? I want you guys to engage with us. just comment and then I'll read it next week. Personally, I don't feel we're protected. I still feel there's still a whole lot that needs to be done, from the amount of payment we get paid, the fact that it's not regulated. We don't have we can't have insurance, we can't have medical aid, we can't have house subsidy. There's just so much that we can't have as artists, and I feel there's so much more that still has to be done. Personally, we are not protected as yet. But I want to know what your comment is. Comment on the bar below. And this week's DVD recommendation is Izululand, a South African movie that speaks of a young girl and a young guy that leave their rural homestead to go to the city, only to meet a group and a gang of people that are living on the streets. I'm talking street kids. And then they want to go fulfill their mother's dream. And then they find out that they have their own ambitions and dreams that they also will still fulfill. It's a beautiful film and I love it. I think it's great, and Art Safe thinks you guys need to go out and purchase it. It has won awards at the Dubai International Film Festival. And it also won at the Nara Japan International Film Festival, Best Feature Film at the Pan-African Film Festival. It is just a whole lot. And we suggest you need to go out and purchase. This is this week's DVD recommendation. And that brings us to the end of this week's episode. It sucks, but remember, we still have more next week. And don't forget to follow me on these social media platforms. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Just engage with us. Trust and believe. It's time, y'all. We need to sign out from me and the Art Safe production. Ish La Dosha. So you'd rather die?
No!
Come on. Basically, that Tamaka wheelchair. You auditioning and
We have a more successful film adapted from a novel.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, boom. Okay, let's go.
Cannabis.
I also know a line.
Let's go.
Things you see in life will make you choke by surprise, like an aborted
Fetus in a jar that opened its eyes.
Provoking my demands, I leave a spirit.
I am inside.
Like a fever for 50 million people.